Hello everyone. The subject name is Web Technology and its applications. And in the today's topic we are going to discuss about basics of HTML. Now let's get into it. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. What is HTML? HTML is defined as a markup language. A markup language is simply a way of annotating a document in such a way as to make the annotation distinct from the text being annotated. Markup languages such as HTML, TEX, XML, and XHTML allow users to control how text and visual elements will be laid out and displayed. At its simplest, markup is a way to indicate information about the content that is distinct from the content. Markup languages are able to encode information from the content for the user end users. Now let us discuss about the HTML tags. HTML uses various tags to structure contents on a web page. The basic HTML tags are listed below. The first one is HTML, head, title, body, H1 to H6, P, A, image, UL, OL, LI, table, TR, TH, TD, form, input, button, label, div, span, and the explanation of these tags is given below. Now let's discuss about the tags in detail or in brief. HTML. This tag is used to define the root element of an HTML document. It typically includes a head section and a body section. The second one is head. This tag contains metadata about the HTML document such as the title, scripts, style sheets, and other data that is not displayed on the web page. Title. This tag defines the title of the web page, which is displayed in the browser tab. It should be placed inside the head section. Body. This tag contains the visible content of web page such as text, images, and other elements. H1 to H6. These tags define different levels of heading, with H1 being the largest and the most important, and H6 being the smallest and the least important. They are used to structure and the contents of the page and make it easier to read and navigate. P. This tag is used to define a paragraph of text. It is commonly used to break up blocks of text and make them easier to read. A. This tag is used to create hyperlinks to other web pages or resources. It is typically used with the href attribute, which specifies the URL of the destination page or resources. Image. This tag is used to insert image into web page. It is typically used with the src attribute, which specifies the URL of the image file, and the alt attribute, which provides alternative text for users who cannot see the image. UL. This tag is used to create an unordered list. It is typically used with one or more LI tags, which define the individual list items. OL. This tag is used to create an ordered list. It is similar to the UL tag but uses numerical or alphabetical markers instead of bullet points. LI. This tag is used to define a list item within an unordered or ordered list. It should be placed inside the UL or OL tag. Table. This tag is used to create a table. It is typically used with one or more tr tags, which define the rows of a table, and one or more tags, which define the cells of the table. Tr. This tag is used to define a table row. It should be placed inside a table tag and contains one or more tags. Th. This tag is used to define a table header cell. It should be placed inside a tr tag and typically contains the column heading text. Td. This tag is used to define the table data cell. It should be placed inside a tr tag and typically contains the data from a specific cell in the table. Form. This tag is used to create a form for the user input. Input. This tag is used to define the input field for a form. It can be used for the text input, radio buttons, checkboxes, and other types of user input button. This tag is used to create button for a form. Label. This tag is used to define a label for a form input field. Now, before going to the HTML program, let us see the HTML page structure. The first one, doc type HTML tells version of the HTML, and the HTML tag tells the HTML root element. Head is the user to contain page HTML metadata. Title of the HTML page. Head. Body, hold content of the HTML. Heading content, HTML heading tag. Paragraph content, HTML paragraph tag. Here are some of the HTML versions: HTML 1.02, 3.2, 4.01, HTML5, W3C, HTML validator. Okay, to understand better, here is the front end and back end. For human friendly, it's I have represented like this. Okay, now front end and back end. Some of the front end languages are HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Back end languages are PHP, Python, Ruby. Okay, how the HTML page looks like. The first content that is affected by HTML. First opening tag can should be written in the double quotes opening HTML tag, and the closing HTML tag should be written like this. Yes, in the middle of those tags, content that is being marked up. Now, for developing a web page, we must write a program. So here is the program. The output of the above program after running in the compiler, it shows that welcome to my web page and about me. Hi, I am John Doe. I am a web developer with 5 years experience with the image of John Doe and services, web development, web design, search engine optimization, and its contact details. This program is written using the HTML tags and the basics of HTML. Okay, thank you.